Welcome to Health, Wellbeing and Lifestyle, where professionals in the field inform, educate and inspire the community to be healthier, more balanced and live the lifestyle they love. Today's guest is Heather Belle Murphy, a health, life and love coach, and our topic is what I learned from love. Welcome to the show, Heather, and tell me, what did you learn from love?
Lots of great stuff, Kirsty. I've been in loving relationships for a long time now, including some pretty significant ones. My biggest skill that I've learned, that I think I can say that I've learned, over my past sort of 35 years of actual adulthood, is emotional balance. What I see with clients, and I've actually come from an experience of being somebody who was highly oversensitive at one stage, suffered with, anxiety, depression, those sorts of things. And being emotionally balanced no longer means that I'm on that seesaw emotional roller coaster of being, when I'm up, and everything's great. When I'm down, I'm down. And when I'm down, I would need to do something to get up, to escape that uncomfortable, bumpy feeling. So, for women, that commonly looks like doing things like eating the wrong things, overconsumption of food, having unhealthy relationships with things like TV or alcohol, or even just developing unhealthy relationships with things like, with I shouldn't say things, but, with, say, their children, for example, where they're just overly living out a life through someone else. So that sense of being in our beingness and being in balance is a really important thing. The other really important thing is whether we're in a relationship, intimate other, with the person of the opposite sex, or even an intimate relationship with same sex, and even if that is with a sister or another relative, say, for example, someone is most likely to carry the masculine energy in the relationship, and someone is most likely to carry the feminine energy in the relationship. Now, the issue with that is that, especially if it comes to being in a relationship with your significant other, men are going to feel much more comfortable expressing their feelings, or another great expression for it is crashing the boat of their heart on your island and wanting to stay with you if you're really emotionally comfortable. Particularly if you're emotionally comfortable, during bumpy, potentially volatile times. So that's a really important thing.
Could you please explain a little more about masculine and feminine energy for us?
I'd love to, especially as we know that there's a lot of gender and role confusion going on in society at the moment. So clients commonly come to me, and there can be confusion in their relationship, especially where some girls now may be in a situation where or some women may be in a situation where they're earning more than their partner. Or you might have a same-sex couple where one person is, significantly, obviously, the breadwinner in the household. What I'm finding in relationships now, sometimes in same-sex couples, generally with women, or in heterosexual couples, it's like two people are both trying to wear the pants in the one household, and that doesn't work. So being the masculine, sometimes people mistake carrying the masculine energy in the relationship as being controlling or dominating, and that's not actually where it's at. It's actually more of a protective role. You'll often get one person is more of the protector. Now, in my relationship, it is definitely my partner. He fits that male protector, breadwinner figure particularly well, and I'm definitely much more the nurturer. He's nurturing as well, but of course it's part of that dance that we do. He nurtures me in other ways, but I tend to definitely be the feminine energy, the nurturing, the receiver. I'm definitely the feminine receptor in the relationship.
And have you got any tips for our viewers?
Absolutely. Emotional balance is essential. I call it emotional landscaping with clients and emotional processing. And you know, we're very, very lucky that as women, being in touch with lunar cycle, because we're 60% water, it's a great time to follow the phases of the moon, being in dark moon or being in full moon, when we know that it's time to, so cleaning the house and cleaning out the shoe cupboard and being organised at that time, it's a great time to utilise that energy doing those kinds of things. And then being in full moon, that's more of a doing time. So that's the time when you can, you know, a great time to be more into exercising or to be into making changes and fulfilling change, whether that is changing your direction in your career and having a plan around that, or changing, you know, your eating regimen, for example, upscaling it or whatever, you know, or you know, you might change your physical regimen. How am I going to exercise? How is that going to change? So full moon is a great time, more of a doing energy, compared to dark moon is much more of a time for planning, cleansing.
Well, thank you so much, Heather. That was wonderful. If anyone wants any more information on Heather Belle Murphy or on what she learnt from love, please look up her webpage on our website, healthwellbeingandlifestyle.com.au. Stay with us. We'll be back after the break with another fantastic guest and a very interesting story.
Stay tuned. After the break, journalist and meditation teacher Beatriz Goyoaga will be talking about why people are changing medication for meditation. Welcome back. Our second guest is journalist and meditation teacher Beatriz Goyoaga, and we will be talking about why people are changing medication for meditation. Welcome, Beatriz. It's so great to have you back.
Jai Gurudev, it's so great to have people like you talking about meditation.
So why are people changing their medication for meditation?
Because people have gotten very good results once they get to meditate at the level of the health and at the level of the mind. And like the Romans used to say, healthy mind, healthy body. So people are trying just to get their minds going correctly, get it more calm, more relaxed. We are living at such a speed. We have so many demands. What is stress? Stress is not a number of activities. Stress is not too many things to do. Stress is no time to do things. No. Stress is the fluctuation of the mind from the past to the future. The man gets stuck in the future. I'm angry, he did that to me. I'm going to sue them, blah, blah. Or in the future, anxiety, will he get better? Will we win? Is he going to accept me? Will I get the job? Is the war going to be over? Anxiety. This fluctuation of the mind between past and future is resulting in stress. And meditation is bringing the mind to the present moment. So we have heard many times people talking about whether Eckhart Tolle or even the art of leading people live in the present moment. And you get up in the morning and say, how? Because I get up, I remember my future, I have to pay the bills to the bank, or the fight I had with my boyfriend last night. How to live in the present moment. Meditation brings you to the present moment. And I'm going to tell you something. People think that meditation is concentration. Not at all. People think that meditation is visualization, thinking of something positive, seeing a beautiful field with flowers. Not at all. Meditation is collaborating with your mind. If your mind is going to the problem, let her go. If your mind is going to the past or future, right now, let her go. Collaborate with your mind. You just stay like a statue, and then use your breath to allow yourself to go deeper into meditation. We in the Art of Living teach first to breathe and then to meditate, because breath is like windshield wiping. When you have dust or dirt on the windshield, you wipe it and then you can see. If you use your breath to wash all those thoughts, all those preoccupations and activities of the brain, and then you can sink into meditation deeper. Also, when you are in meditation, and if you're thinking too much, observe your breath. That'll help you to go, because if you're breathing, you are in the present moment. And the present moment is silent and vast. There is no fluctuation of the mind. So this is good to know, that you don't have to visualize anything. You have to make no effort at all. Like you're dead. They're taking you to the cemetery. Now there is nothing to do. This is the attitude. We teach in the Art of Living, I am nobody, I want nothing, I do nothing. Like a rag doll. The rag doll doesn't say, oh, I want my hand to be lifted. No. I am no one, I do nothing, and I want nothing. And then the result will be good meditation. After meditation, concentration. Yes, after meditation, the result of meditation is good concentration for good work or good productivity.
So there's concentration after meditation.
After.
What are the other benefits from meditation?
Oh, well, meditation, it's to take the best out of you. Because when you're calm, that's you. When you are relaxed, it's you. The other side is not you. The other is just covers of stress, covers of layers of anxiety, layers of preoccupations. When you are after meditation, you're a simple, beautiful human being, nothing to do. I went to a congress of coaches. There were 2,000 coaches in a big theater. And then I was telling them, how do you seduce people? Calm mind and beautiful smile. The smile shows what's inside. A baby goes into a pharmacy with a mom, and the baby seduces everybody. Even the pharmacist comes out to say, oh, look at the chicken, and the baby's so natural. He's relaxed, she relaxed, and the smile is natural. When I talk about seduction, I don't mean sexual only. You can seduce your mom, you can seduce your brother, you can seduce your dad, you can seduce your boss. Those are the result of calm mind, meditation for that.
Wow, thank you so much. So do you have any advice for our viewers?
Yes, meditation, like I said before, do not pretend to, oh, I see a beautiful green field with flowers, nothing like that. Empty stomach and always sitting down. Now, if you're sick and you're in hospital, meditate in the bed, yeah? But if you are just a normal, you cannot meditate after food, because the metabolism is working, so you have to have an empty stomach. And find, if you're a beginner, a quiet corner somewhere. I meditate on an aeroplane, in a train, I meditate in the doctor's office, I meditate everywhere, because I've been meditating 26 years. But if you are a beginner, then just make sure to have a quiet corner and look at the watch and give yourself 20 minutes. I give myself 20 in the morning and 20 in the evening. I tell you, those are the best invested moments of your life, because we invest to work for somebody else. The benefits is for the hospital, for people to get healed. If you fly an aeroplane, is for the benefit of the tourists. And this is for yourself. And this is the only moment where you should be egoist and never say, I have no time. Time is there. If you meditate and you're calm, your family is happier. And your colleagues in the office also.
Thank you so much, Beatriz. If you would like to know more about people changing medication for meditation and Beatriz Goyoaga, you can visit her webpage on our website, healthwellbeingandlifestyle.com.au. And after the break, we'll be back with another interesting guest and another interesting topic.
Stay tuned. After the break, NDIS business consultant and empowerment coach Jacqui Grant will be talking about the 3 easy steps to weight release. Welcome back. Our next guest today is Jacqui Grant. She is an NDIS business consultant and empowerment coach. And the topic we'll be discussing today is the 3 easy steps to weight release. Welcome, Jacqui.
Thanks for having me.
What are the 3 easy steps to weight release?
Well, that's a really good question. And before we get into the actual 3 easy steps, let's talk about the word release. Like most people say, isn't it weight loss? Now, there's the psychology behind it. If you think for a moment, I've lost my car keys, what do you naturally do? You naturally look for them, right? You go to find them, you want them back. But when you release something, you let it go. Go, I'm done. I don't need it anymore. So when it comes to weight, and we're often wanting to lose weight, don't we want to release it and let it go, and we don't want it back? So I use that word release a lot, and I thought if I just make it a little clearer, it should help for the rest of the tips, which are that you have to be in the right mindset and feeling vulnerable to lose the weight. So the first step being that you want to identify you're ready for change, that you're ready to feel vulnerable in letting go and making change. The next one is looking at your current habits. So what are you currently doing that's not working and that is working? Understanding that is where you can create change from, because often what we do is we just go ahead and go, oh, I need to change my food, I need to do this, I need to do that. You actually don't need to do anything. It's all a choice, which comes to the power of wordplay like release. And the next thing is taking it one step at a time. So once you identify what isn't working, where you're ready to create change, you choose one space, one thing that you're ready to change. If you go ahead and start exercising, if you go ahead and change your food habits, the likelihood of sticking with all of those big changes all at once is minimal, and you are going to have bigger setbacks. Taking it one step at a time helps you to feel empowered, helps you to build that confidence.
What's your experience with weight release? And out of the 3 steps, what's been the most challenging?
Hesitating here a little bit because it sounds unbelievable. I have let go of 114 kilos. So I, at one stage, was 168 kilos and my health was really suffering. I did have a health scare, which I sat there and I said, look, if I survive this, I will do whatever it takes to release the weight. So I did go ahead and see a bariatric surgeon, so a weight loss surgeon, and we'd found that my body, my stomach really wasn't working as effectively as it could have been. So to release weight was possibly something that wasn't going to happen just with dietary and exercise change. So I went ahead and had that surgery, but the biggest challenge for me was that mindset. So smaller stomach meant smaller food portions, which a lot of people do implement with their weight release, but looking at the food and thinking, yes, I can eat a dinner plate. No, I can't. I can't eat all of that. And understanding that this was a lifetime journey. So the changes I was going to make after that surgery, well, I actually started to make them beforehand, was this is for the rest of my life. This is a choice. Now, if my mindset was like, no, I can't do it, then of course I wasn't going to have success. Or if I focused on the failures of the past, I wasn't going to have success. So I developed a can-do mindset. So the mindset came in where it's like we're taking it one day at a time. We're putting in strategies of celebrating even a half a kilo gone, or a new, 2 centimeters gone. So using other tools to help the mindset stay positive and can do was things like, instead of using the number on the scale all the time, clothes. How do my clothes fit? And whenever I came against a challenge, such as not being able to do as much exercise as I want, or life got in the way and I didn't exercise all the time, I used a mindset of, you know what, this week I did exercise once. Okay, I didn't do it 5 times, but I did it once, and that's a win. But that took a lot of work, a lot of energy, and using tools such as a journal helped, supporting people in my life. So having people that actually supported me the way I required them to, not the way they thought they should. That was a bit of a challenge as well. And then there was also the fact that I went on and did other study, which really helped me to stay on track. And being ADHD, I could use those skills as well of hyperfocus. Like, I'm doing this and I've got this energy. But mindset is so hard because we play records of the past. So it does take a big lot of energy and shift to move forward from that. But it is possible. You can do it.
What's some advice you could offer our viewers?
Well, the first thing is to really watch the words that you use around your choice of when it comes to weight release. I use that a lot because it's actually empowering. And the other thing that I would get you to think about is, why is it that you want to release the weight? Like, is it because you've got a medical condition and your doctor says you have to? I mean, valid point and good advice, so please follow it. But are you wanting to do it because you've got an ideal image in mind of, oh, I want to be an amazing size 10 and have this amazing body? Not saying it's not possible, but the reason and the motivation behind why it is you're choosing, so once again, that's a choice, not a need, is so important. Because if you sit back and do this for someone else, if you choose to change your food habits, change your exercise habits, and you're doing it for someone else, it won't work long term. So really come from heart space, check in with yourself as to what's important for you and why you really want this. And then get the right people around you, such as a coach that's going to empower you. But each person's individual needs should be met for them, because one diet doesn't fit all, one exercise program doesn't fit all, and it's really important that you get your mindset right. So working with a coach that will empower you and listen to you, same as getting the right personal trainer. It's important to have the right support, the right motivation, and do it for the right reasons.
That's such empowering information, Jacqui. If you'd like to know more about the 3 easy steps to weight release and Jacqui Grant, please go to her webpage on our website, healthwellbeingandlifestyle.com.au. And that's all for us today. We'll say bye-bye until next week. If you'd like to know more about our show, please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.